you on? Okay. Are you gonna talk? Are you gonna say something? You're just gonna.
Nobody's on.
Okay, well you can still talk.
How you doing, everybody? How's things?
Saturday.
It is Saturday.
According to Mitch, it's Saturday. Saturday, like Saterday. Saturday. Saturday. Saturday.
Yeah, change it.
I'm not gonna leave it.
Right.
I'm just gonna leave it
Uh-oh. Somebody
there.
on?
Ooh, look who's first, Mr. Slick.
What's up, Slick?
Haven't seen you for a while.
Good evening, bro. How was your Thanksgiving?
Salvador Patlan's up. Hey, what's going on, Captain 776? Hey, Mitch and Adrian. Hi, White Dawn. How are you?
Hi, what's happening?
He said, howdy, fellas.
Yeah.
Troy and Tegan are in the house. Hi, Tegan.
Steven.
Slick says Thanksgiving was great.
Excellent.
Steven Sylvester said, it's been a minute since I've been on. Missed you guys too. Loved you too. Roger, you got your beanie. That's awesome.
Did he?
He
Cool.
did. He said, I love
You
my
like it?
beanie.
Cool.
Linwood non-affiliate mandatory workout, said Big Mitch.
What's up, Linwood?
Our
Non-affiliate.
Thanksgiving was amazing. It was good.
Yeah, it was.
Mitch didn't hardly eat anything. Poor guy.
I didn't eat so much that I got stuffed, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I was being facetious.
Yeah, some guys ate so much they had to lay around like, oh, I'm so full.
Hi, Lakira. Happy
Yeah.
late Thanksgiving to everybody. Hi, Ryan.
What's up, Ryan? Ryan's on. What's up, bro? Ryan got his garage all hooked up.
Ryan RNMC said, hope you all had a great Thanksgiving. We did. I hope you guys did too. Jerry Smith said, I'm still laying around.
Yeah.
Hi, George Caius. How you doing? He said, hey, everybody.
All right, George.
You guys, please don't forget to hit the like button. And we have we got like 500 new subscribers this week. So if any of you are new, welcome to the channel. And thanks for stopping in.
So, yeah, we're gone Wednesday night. We didn't go on live because we were with the kids and the grandkids, and we were at an Airbnb so everybody could fit in. And
everybody, we didn't have a million people there, so don't act like we had a million people.
Yeah, well, we had the family there, so that's why we didn't do our thing Wednesday. Captain's putting on Thanksgiving tomorrow for 40 orphans.
That's
Stay
right,
down.
Captain.
That's awesome.
That's awesome. He's good. He's a good dude.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's why we missed out. We spent the week with the kids, and it was fun. I had to work, but I had Thanksgiving off. Yeah.
Look, Kira, how was your Thanksgiving? So, we're going to be doing an update. We're going to talk about Dream Chopper in a second. I have to grab the link to talk about something else. How was everybody's Thanksgiving? Good? Did anybody eat anything unusual other than turkey? I actually saw a vegan turkey? A tofu turkey, I think it was called. I literally saw one on the at the market. I was like, that, I just can't get down with that.
Well, I just missed out on doing the live, you know. We had a great time, though, with the kids, Slick. Yeah, so I want to remind everybody that I want to say hi to all our new people watching, new subs, and new folks. If you're on, thanks for tuning in. And Casper says his wife has COVID.
Aww.
That's terrible.
Aww,
We're sorry to hear that.
Casper. You know, hopefully it'll be the way that's been going lately, that, you know, some people are not very symptomatic and she doesn't get super, super sick. It does happen. So hopefully that, you know, that will be the case. I'm sorry, Casper.
Yeah, sorry to hear that. So, man, that kind of threw me off. I don't like hearing that stuff. So what's happening with the hoodies and button-up shirts? The prepay orders are going to end tomorrow night at midnight. So get your orders in. It's going to be the Celtic cross. It's got a crown with a sword and a hammer and all that stuff. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. So it's
Troy Tegan would like a shout out from you.
Tegan? Mm-hmm. What's up, Tegan? How you doing? Yeah.
Aww.
Yeah.
We did have a good Thanksgiving. Okay, so we do have a little bad news that we need your guys' help with.
What's that?
So Mitch is in number 5.
Oh, yeah.
And the new semifinals for He went from third. He started at 10th, went to third, and now he's at 5th. There's people that have their little. I don't want to say. This isn't meant with no disrespect, but they seem to be mixing up people with a
different stories.
And some of those stories are going to be pretty hard for us to beat.
Yeah.
And it's not, aw, J.E., thank you for the $2
Thanks for the
super chat.
$2.
So, you guys, please vote for Mitch.
Yeah, so I made it to the number 1 in my group in the first round.
I just posted the link.
And then we thought that the next thing was quarterfinals, semifinals, all that stuff. And that's what it is, but you have to go to first place every competition from here on out. So I'm in 5th place last I checked. And they mixed up all the different stories. So I'm the guy, the ex-criminal convict guy who's, out in the world now, and mixed up with other guys in the group have sob stories, some of them, and some of them have whatever. I don't know. But I need to get to first place before I can move on to the next round.
So in case you didn't know, those votes that he had before are completely wiped out.
Yeah.
So we're kind of starting again. So just, you guys remember, there's 6 days left in this round. So just remember, vote. Regardless, please vote for us every day until the end of December if we make it in that, and if Mitch makes it in that.
Yeah, this thing is going to go on till the middle of December, I guess. And so after they do this, then they're going to have what, like a semifinals, and then I don't know. But every time they reset, you got to restart your votes. So I'm in number 5. So I got to.
Thank you everybody for voting.
Yeah, it's amazing. I didn't really expect to make it this far. So I want to thank everybody who's voted.
Ryan says he's having dinner with some family right now. That's cool, Ryan.
Cool.
What are you doing on freaking? What are you doing on YouTube, Ryan? Go eat dinner.
Yeah, unless he's watching on the TV with everybody.
Ryan's a good guy. So what you were saying about Ryan got another bike. Didn't he get another bike?
I got some mini choppers.
Oh, that's right.
But he got a garage set up. It's a tent/garage type thing.
What's up, Jeremy?
He wants to
Thomas?
build bikes in. Yeah. So anyway, that's what's up with the Dream Chopper.
What's up with our shirts.
We gotta have votes. Gotta have votes. Now the shirts that we're doing will be available on the website, but the button ups and the hoodies to get this design put on there, it's a prepay order setup like we've done in the past, and that's gonna end tomorrow night.
So what's custom is the pre-orders are really for the. We put the shirts up, the hoodies up, and the work shirts. The t-shirts will remain up, but the hoodies and the work shirts are going to come off.
We put the t-shirts on our website, and the hoodies and the t-shirt button-up shirts. It's a one-shot deal. Whenever we re-up, we might do it again, but we just do that when we go to the print shop with a design. That way it gives people a chance to get hoodies and button-ups. What's up, Halifax? Yeah, all right.
And so, how's it going?
So that's what's up with that. And for all the new subs that are watching, I just want to let you know that like all the stuff you see on my website, it's all stuff that I did while I was in prison. It's all my own designs. I hand painted them or drew them. They're either in pencil or acrylic paint mostly, and that was my thing. I wanted to get out and start a t-shirt company and sell my art and stuff. So. Yeah.
Doing it. We've just figured out that it's been almost a year since we've had this channel.
Yeah.
A year, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's 10 months, a little over 10 months. Yeah. We're coming up on a year in January, I think, that we've had this channel. I think January.
So just so you know, White Dawn said, he said, just got today's vote in. It took 15 seconds, folks. Come on, no excuses. Thanks, White Dawn. That's awesome.
Yeah, you just log in and boom, it's done. And I can log in and vote. The free vote for myself, but I can't buy votes. They have a thing set up where you can donate money to the SPCA, but if you buy votes for yourself, you get disqualified. So
Mitch can't buy votes for himself.
Yeah, I can't buy votes.
But there's a free vote. So just so everyone knows, it's a free vote.
It's
or
a
you
free
can
vote.
Buy them, whichever one you want to do.
And free vote every day.
Patrick said, I've been watching ever since you started this. A lot of you that I see on here have been watching it since we started.
Yeah.
we're super grateful for
That's
you
awesome.
guys. Like, it's amazing. So, speaking of, I don't know if any of them on, but Mitch wants to give a shout out to our Patreon members
Where'd that
because
paper go? Uh-oh, here it is. Yeah, I do want to give a shout out to all our Patreon members. We have quite a few, so I have to, Michael Byrne, Kay Elise, thank you.
hi Kay.
Tashunka Whitco,
Uh-huh.
that's a cool name. Roger Williams, Shane Woods, Vance Chino, Jimmy Sadsack, that's cool. Jason F, Isabel Baker, thank you.
Izzy.
Yeah. Lex Virgilio, thank you. And Michael, Fred Nolop, Benjamin Davis. Yeah, that's Fred. Tedford Von Garth.
Yeah, he's been on. He's been a Patreon since the very beginning too.
Yeah. Brian Amundsen, Anthony Kehoe. Yeah. Steve Megan, Marcus Miller, of course, our friend from Germany who lives in America and Canada, down in Florida. Jacobson, B-Bear, Jason, and our first one of all time, Daniel McCoy. So we want to thank all our Patreon members for just for being there, you know. And we sent y'all out a little something last week. I hope you got it. I hope you like it. We like to send our Patreon members a little something once in a while, so, you know, just to give a little something back to them and let them know how much we appreciate them.
We appreciate all you guys, but,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, we appreciate everybody that tunes in. And what's up, George? Yeah. You know, it's been a pretty cool ride. I mean, I told my story from childhood all the way through my prison term, and
Sorry, I just want to say Slick was talking about he's been following since Jesse James.
yeah.
That's
I remember Slick ordering shirts and stuff. I was like, wow, this guy ordered quite a bit of stuff, you know, right off the bat.
Hi,
I remember
David.
that.
David Graves.
What's up, Dave? He says he's late because he just got done with dinner. You sure you ain't been over that liquor store across the street, Dave?
Babe, leave him alone.
We got to take him a computer. Huh? We got a computer we're going to take down to you, Dave, so you can get on there and search around and do stuff. Hey, Bluebell, what's up? Happy turkey, yeah.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Hey, Dave, what'd you have for Thanksgiving?
Happy turkey, Smileys.
Yeah. Yeah.
Also, just so you know, we have we're doing like a cyber week. We're gonna continue our Black Friday through Sunday, which is gonna be Cyber Saturday, Sunday. I don't know what the hell. Anyways, what I know is that we're giving 15% discount on all of our items, and this is what's really cool. Mitch, we actually put some original art pieces. One got purchased already, though. Yeah.
I put some original art up on the channel for sale, and we're gonna start getting. We're gonna have the regular prints that we've been having, and I'm gonna look into getting some full-size prints on canvas. The only problem is it costs a lot more to make them. Like, yeah, it costs quite a bit. I had one done on vinyl canvas, and it cost a bit. And then I glued it down to a piece of masonite, so it's you can pop it right into a frame. I like to start doing those. Somebody asked me a question: Did I always
There's a couple.
get along with the guards?
He doesn't know Dago Viking.
I don't know.
Doesn't know him.
We message once in a while on Instagram.
Troy said, I've been with you from the beginning. I do have a question. During all of your time, for the most part, did you get along with the guards?
You know, in the beginning, I always looked at the guards as my enemies. I didn't, you know, it's not that I didn't get along with them, but I didn't get along with them. And then towards the midterm, you know, like you see Silva, you know, I mean, I ran into him in 1989, and, you know, you get to a point where you realize prison guards are just people, too, doing their job, you know, and if they treat you with respect, then you should respect them back, because it doesn't pay to have guards that are your enemies. I remember one time when I was in Tracy, I was coming back from the kitchen. I worked in the kitchen, and this guy patted me down. He was a real big dude, kind of fat. And you know, he kind of got a little manhandle with me, asked me what cell I was in. I told him, you got my name, go look on the fucking board, you know. And I got stupid with the dude. And it was kind of stupid because the guy came and tore up my cell, found my tattoo equipment like on 2 or 3 different occasions and wrote me up, gave me disciplinary write-ups. You know, it made my life a little hard for a while, about 6 months, because I fat-mouthed him one time in the hallway. You know, and I told him, hey, why don't we just go in the cell and handle it like men, you know, and he wouldn't do that. Because, you know, he was a punk, man. But and that's why I fat mouthed him, because I recognized him as a punk. But in the end, you know, I paid for that. So you learn, you know, if you want to do things like tattoo, or you want to have a lot of art supplies in your cell, or you want to have stuff in your cell you're not supposed to have, or if you want to float a TV or radio that's not on your books, you got to learn how to grin and bear it sometimes. And, you know, some of the staff, like I said, they're decent. So, you know, about halfway through my term, I started getting along with the guards a lot better.
Wendy Gordon said, hi, wish best for both of y'all. Your Scottish fans got your back, and I just told Wendy to thank you, and don't worry that we're not dying from black mold.
Yeah, we're not. We're good. Yeah. Thank you though for our votes.
Yeah, thank you so much, everybody, for voting. And also, so you know, you can share that page anytime. Please share it with your friends. Yeah, you can share that link. Whatever. So yeah,
get all your friends to vote and all that stuff. I saw one dude had 80,000 followers or friends on. I don't see him on any of them. I haven't seen one. Well, he was in the comp, but he had his son running, and he had 80,000 people on his Facebook page. So.
And that's the only catch with this is that you have to have Facebook to vote.
Yeah. I don't know if he progressed past the first round, but, you know, I thought, man, that's going to be hard to compete with. So.
Lakewater said, I'm currently watching your videos, and I was curious if you were around your co-defendants in prison.
No, I wasn't. I went to Youth Authority for a 90-day observation, and then went to prison. And they didn't last long before they were in the hole, and you know, hooked up with gang activity and stuff. So I never went to Old Folsom. So, you know, I never saw them. And of course, one of them dropped out and PC'd up and turned snitch, and you know, it's just yeah. And you know, you would think that when you get out involved with criminal activity with people, that would make you closer to each other. You know, like especially when you fight a case together. But it doesn't, you know. We actually, it kind of drove us a wedge between us, you know, for a lot of different reasons, you know. What's going on? Any other questions?
No, but I just want to kind of get a pulse on, especially from our subs that have been with us for what they thought about your last video and why you decided to do that video.
Yeah, I just wonder how. Yeah, everybody's
talking about the one with Snow Rock.
Yeah, everybody saw my video with Snow Rock. I got some comments, you know, from people like, "Oh, this guy must be, you know, Superman, never lost a fight," and all this stuff. You know, I interviewed him because it was an interesting story, and I thought it needed to be heard. And if you watched it all the way through, you'll see that it has some redeeming qualities to it. You know, the guy. Got his life on track, stayed out of prison. He's doing well. I wasn't Donovan with him for a few years, and a lot of the stuff that he says is true, you know. And if you read the comments from guys that knew him in prison, white dudes say, hey, respects, you know. They might not like what he is or what he was, but they respect him because he was a stand-up dude, you know. And I respected him. I mean, I didn't have a problem with him in there, and I thought it was kind of funny that guys that were supposed to have a problem with him were buying weed from him, and you know, guys didn't have a problem with him until they owed him $2,000 or $3,000 for weed, and then it was a problem. You know, they wanted to have a riot and try to run him off. So, but he did have an open door policy, and he was pretty tough. So he would fight anybody, anytime.
It kind of blows us away, just like the comments on it. So obviously that video did really well, way better than we had even anticipated that video doing. But Mitch was like, he had a reputation, when I was editing it, Mitch was like, this dude had a reputation in CDC, like, just read the feed. And so what I find interesting though is people will be like, oh, is the only people you interview white Crips? And I'm like, no.
No.
Do you see the other 105 that he did? It
Yeah.
just happened. Mitch was really interested in doing it just because of this guy's reputation, period. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it was like he just heard it from one person.
I've interviewed quite a few people. I did interview 2 guys that were white dudes, and they were Crips. Well, I thought they had an interesting story, so I interviewed them. And obviously people liked it,
Some people didn't.
Some people didn't, but that's fine. It's not everybody's cup of tea. I got 170 videos now, I guess. So, you could choose to watch other stuff if you want, but I enjoyed talking to him, and I'm just glad to see that guy got out and got his life on track, man, and he's doing well. So, David said gunshots are going off in his neighborhood.
Yeah, David lives in a really great neighborhood.
Yeah.
But we're not worried about the haters. I just was making an observation. Do you mean so?
Yeah. Hey, look, if you're not, like Slick said one time, if you don't got no haters, you ain't doing it right, Yeah. Tyson.
Whack. We are gonna have Whack on sometimes. We just decided not to do it all of the time. Yeah. That's all. Cliff Snyder just super chatted is $19.99. Cliff,
wow, thank you.
Dude, you need to save your money for law school. Good for you,
Thank
Cliff.
you, man.
I'm gonna start in January, so we're super supportive of you. If there's anything you need from us, please let us know. Okay. Yeah. You've been there for us the whole ride. So
stay down Lakewater. Frank Frazetta. By far.
Yeah.
He's original. He turned fantasy art into fine art. Straight up. Yeah. I love Frank Frazetta's work. He passed away, quite a while ago now.
That art.
I had all his books at one time. Another one just went off, and another one. Yeah, David, I went through all that when I lived in LA. It's the thing about living in the ghetto, man. You hear a lot of gunshots every now and then. Eric said what?
Eric said, salute to Mitch and Snow Rock from Arkansas, 870, hailing from Compton, California, 90221.
Yeah, stay down. I worked in Compton for a while. Thank you for watching.
Thanks, Connor. Yeah. Yes, get your vote in for Mitch. You got to have Facebook, but please vote. You're going to see me posting the thing for Dream Chopper. So, as GC said, man, Crip, Wood, Southern, and Northerner, people are people, judging by personality. Yeah. Yeah,
that's what I do.
Yeah.
I just treat people the way they deserve to be treated, man. And if they deserve to be treated like turds, that's how I treat them. If they deserve to be treated with respect, that's how I treat them. Hey, look, prison, you got to figure out what kind of person you're dealing with that fast. You meet them, you talk to them for 5 minutes, and she'll tell you. In the visiting room, I'd meet someone, whatever, and I'd be like, hey, that dude's a piece of shit. And I still do it. I can tell, it's a survival thing. So.
Donald Trump said, when are you going to interview the Pisces? But here's the funny thing is that we've reached out to a couple of people that we're going to do it. So what this says to me is when they don't do it, is that their story's not legit. So when it gets down to the wire and it gets there, they back up and they don't want to do it. So we kind of try to do our research on people. Mitch has a library of people to go through, so we've been really fortunate, fortunate at the same time. So it's rare that he interviews people he doesn't know, but he interviews Nork because he already knew his reputation. So we'll see what might come. We might have some good ones in the works. So.
If somebody's out there knows some Pisces that done time out here, whatever, let me know. They have an interesting story, some of them. I just got friended from a guy. He's from El Salvador, and Walter, and he came in the art room in Lancaster, where I used to work, and he used to sit there and watch me draw and ask me questions, and I thought, just another, gang banging fool, want to do tattoo shit or whatever. And it turned out he was a decent guy, man, and he was really interested in art. And I talked about him before, he ended up doing some paintings, man, and guys would tell me, is that your latest painting? I go, no, that's Walter's. And he go, man, he paints just like you. And I said, well, I think he paints better than me. But yeah, he did his time. He got out. He had a life sentence, and they sent him back to El Salvador. I just got a friend request from him a couple days ago. Yeah, yeah.
Cliff's got a really good question.
What?
I don't think he's ever been asked this before. It's a good one. He
What?
said, if the judge would have given you the option to do 15 years in the hole and then get out of prison, or do 38 years basically on the main line, which would you choose?
In the hole.
I know that's not like a thing that they do, but what would you choose? Theoretically, if that was an option.
Well, I'd do 15 years in the hole as long as I could have some art supplies. I mean, who wouldn't, But
Jason, Mitch, you can retell your same stories 100 different ways, and we would never get bored. Your stories are awesome. Keep them coming.
Well, thank you.
Jen Begonia.
Yeah, Jen's on.
Jen had a
Kira.
really good. Jen is. I didn't know much about her until Jen, but I think her name is Bernie Martinez. She had like a cooking show with her family, and there was a really big tragedy in her family, and Jen handled it really well and with love, and I just really appreciated that. So thanks, Jen. That was a really good one. Love you, girl.
Somebody from Compton said something. I didn't catch the name.
He said your interviews take the glory out of the criminal life, which is a good thing. Big thanks from Compton, California, born and raised.
Stay down in Compton. Yeah, there's no glory in prison, man.
Aw, Tyler, thank you for the $5 super chat. And he said, I love the channel. Such good stories that deserve to be heard. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks for that super chat. Thank you very much. It's a no bullshit thing, man.
Wendy
guys,
said an interview with Hell's Angels would be good to interview.
Yeah.
I don't know if they'd be okay. Mitch is trying, but
I did ask about interviewing the chief, and I was told that his voice is not up to doing interviews,
And most of the guys that are active are just not really.
I don't know how that would work out, Yeah, I'm down for interviewing Motorcycle Club guys. I want to say we got guys on here from 3-4 different clubs that I know of that watch this channel. And, man, it's an honor, really. And I talked to some guys that are in clubs, and I'll tell you, some of the older cats I know that are in motorcycle clubs, they really, like some of them say, hey, look, they respect guys from other clubs, even though they don't get along 100% of the time. They respect each other as bikers and motorcycle outlaws, and that's kind of where I'm at, man. I mean, guys who ride motorcycles, guys who are in motorcycle clubs, most of them got my respect. And I say most of them because every group of people has guys that, you might not like. But for the most part, respect's out to him, man. And, I was talking to this guy. I remember there was a guy, he was in his 70s. I knew him for a long time, about 30 years or more. And, he was in a motorcycle club in the 60s and early 70s. He was a president in the Bay Area of a charter of a motorcycle club. And he got busted in 74. He went on the run. He got busted in 74. He just got out. He's like 75 years old. But I remember sitting in the cell with him talking about some bike clubs out on the East Coast that, when he was inactive in the motorcycle club, they didn't really get along with. But he said, look, man, if you grow up in this part of the country, that's where them dudes are strong. So if you grow up there and you're in the bike community, you're a biker, those are the dudes that you're going to respect. And then just like, I grew up in San Diego, and at that time I grew up, there was only like 2 motorcycle clubs there. So you're going to gravitate towards one or the other. And, guys that grow up in LA, they got different motorcycle clubs there, Bay Area, you go down to Arizona or Georgia or different, wherever you grow up, whoever's the strongest and most notorious group of people there, that's who you're going to gravitate to. And, yeah.
We're going to do a live interview with David Graves. So,
yeah.
Next time we go pick him up, we're going to do one.
Yeah, we got to get Dave on.
You're on your own for a minute.
All right. So that's kind of where I'm at, man. I mean, like, I'm just into the bike thing, man. And I love it. And I got long respect for guys that are in motorcycle clubs, because you got to remember, it's a motorcycle club. their thing. The common bond there is motorcycles, you know. And I remember one, homeboy said, "Look, man, if it was the way the feds say it is, we'd all be millionaires." But some of them guys, they work their ass off just to support their family and maintain their motorcycle and be able to go on bike runs. And them guys, they ride a lot, man. That's their deal. They ride. So, don't believe the bullshit that the feds tell you about these bike clubs, man. Every group of people has guys doing dirt and guys doing good. So, and I don't care what it is. So, but the main thing is they love motorcycles and they love to ride, so, and that's where I'm at. I love riding my motorcycle, Lately it's been, Brother of the Suns, LA. Brother of the Suns, LA. I don't know much about Brother of the Suns. I don't know what that is. But Adrian just stepped out, so. Countryman get paid attention to them if they were respected. Do they still have to go PC? I don't know. I never saw any correctional officers come to prison. It depends on what prison it would be. If they had to go to a level 4 prison, things would not fare well for them. Just because they were on the other side of the fence. What's up, Dave? You want an interview, huh? Yeah. We'll have to get you on the channel, Dave. Yeah. What's up, Johnny Brown from Eastern Canada? Yeah, I remember that thing in San Francisco where that guy got killed out in front of a theater or something. Right on the street. Yep. People get killed, man. It's a rough life. But and here's the deal. With me, it was crazy. I'm almost 60 now. I'm 59 years old. So, but if I commit to something, that's it. That's me 100%. Lakeside Gangsters, I don't know much about. I'm from Lakeside before they had gangsters, so.
Just dropped a 6.
Really? I just dropped a 6th in the Dream Chopper competition. Oh man.
It's all right,
It's getting dicey.
There's 5 days left in this round, so.
Yeah.
White inmates. What percentage of white inmates were bike club members? It depends on what decade you're talking about.
Yeah, when I first went to prison, there were a lot of guys, everybody had long hair and beards. I'm like, man, all these bikers, you come to find out most of them weren't. They just, they wanted to identify with that because for whatever reason. But I never met that guy, Blue. I remember somebody showed up and took all their rags they had hanging out of their pockets and said, hey, man, you guys ain't prospecting in prison. There's no such thing. You want to hang out when you get out, let me know. But, there were a lot. But, and then, in the 90s, the motorcycle rider population got smaller and smaller. And you go to prison now in California, state prison, there's not a lot of bikers in prison in California now. Very few, so, yeah.
David Graves says that contest belongs to you, brother.
Well, it'd be nice to win it. I just dropped a spot, so, The Honda 1800 VTX. I don't know much about Hondas. Captain
Thanks,
Crunch.
Blaster's on from Australia.
All right, Blaster.
He said just checking in for a second. He's working. Oh, just checking in and out. Got to fix reticulation to fix before I go back to work tomorrow.
Cool.
Blaster, Wendy's from Scotland, by the way.
Yeah. Scotland's awesome.
Johnny Brown said, let's buy Christmas presents. Yeah. Christmas presents. That would be the ultimate Christmas present, right?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
It is interesting though, because like the mix before they had were like, he was competing against a chaplain. And now it's like somebody who he's paying for his wife's like medical bills. Then there's another one who lost his wife and child to domestic violence. So it is tough competition. So it is.
Yeah. Jason M said, Mitch, we meet. Where you live, brother? Yeah.
Can we buy Christmas presents for random strangers?
Sure. I mean, if you want to buy something through our website, we'll ship it whatever address you want it to go to.
James wants to know, this is a good question. Have you ever heard of a Black Hell's Angel?
No.
Oh, that's a good one, Jared. He said, hi, that ninja. He said, what we got going on? I just found the channel. Well, welcome to the channel, dude.
Hi.
Let's see. Okay, there's two good questions, so I don't want to forget. So the first one is, can you believe the level of general disrespect and rude people out here in the free world compared to before you did your time, or even compared to lockup? Couldn't imagine the initial culture shock.
Yeah, it's there's a lot of disrespectful shit going on out here, and we're experiencing with the COVID thing, people in the Bay Area realizing that they don't have to go to work, they can work from home. So a lot of them are moving up here where we live, and they're pretty rude and disrespectful, especially with their automobiles. They feel entitled to run stop signs, stoplights, go way too fast through neighborhoods, and, they're pretty disrespectful assholes. And then also there's keyboard warriors, that kind of,
Yeah.
Prison, man, if you're rude, disrespectful, selfish behavior, it gets you hurt. So, out here guys get away with it, man, because
they're behind a keyboard.
Yeah, they're behind a keyboard or they're behind a steering wheel, and they got a cell phone. And if you say something to them or do something to them, you're on video, you're going to jail. So, yeah, it's pretty ugly.
Someone asked, thank political refugee super chat is $5. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
He said, my dad, Sean, served time with you in a few joints in the 90s. He's Sacramento HAMC since 1979. Much respect to you, man. I love the content you put out.
Stay down. Thank you. And we live right up the hill from Sacramento. Yeah.
Yes, we do.
And I remember Frisco John he's from Sacramento. He's passed away. I tattooed his back when I was in Tracy. He was a really good dude and a good friend.
That's nice. Thank you, Flip. That's nice. That's nice to hear.
What's that?
Cool. That was nice to hear.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so Mitch, did you say there's a Black Friday sale on your artwork prints? There is currently only one motorcycle piece of art up there. That's an original art piece, and yes, you can use the $15. You can use the 15% discount on that.
And that ends.
Just so you know, that code is 1515 PERCENT is the code. And I'm gonna put more up tomorrow.
When's it end?
What's that?
When's that sale end?
It ends Sunday at midnight.
Sunday at midnight, the sale ends, and the prepay to get hoodies and button-up shirts of the cross. That ends
tomorrow
at midnight. So get your, we're gonna have T-shirts of it, but if you want the hoodies and the button-ups, let me know.
Well, you have to go and put it on the website because else we're not gonna know.
Yeah. That's an oil painting, and I'm gonna work on it tonight and tomorrow and try and finish it up.
So I'm gonna be putting a bunch of more prints on there, and original art pieces will go up tomorrow sometime, so that you guys will have the opportunity to purchase them if you want to with a discount. But obviously they'll be up there. We offered those to our Patreon members first. We always try to do that, and then they're up.
The Viking one's down on T-shirts already, right?
What's that?
They're asking about the Viking. When are you going to do the Viking one?
Viking one's already up there. We're just not doing hoodies or...
yeah, so we have T-shirts of the Viking, and if we run low on T-shirts and we got to re-up, then we can do like a prepay sale for hoodies and stuff. But usually we just do the hoodies when we got to get a new print or re-up old ones.
So if you'll note underneath we have hoodies and our other prints from Teespring. So we have our Naughty Biker, the hoodies. We offer hoodies, zip ups, and crew neck sweatshirts in those.
Yeah.
At some point we'll also put the Viking up there. It's just too much for us to make them. So that's what we always do, one prepay, but we'll put it up eventually on Teespring eventually.
Yeah. We do have stuff on
so if you look just below, there's a bunch of sweatshirts that we have.
Yeah, it's on our Teespring on the bottom there somewhere. Rancho Chavez sent us a donation. You see that? A super chat. Thank you. And he said when artists mess up, what they do, they just paint over their mistake. Like if you're using acrylic, you just let it dry and paint it out, you know?
So just another shout out to our new subs on here. Thank you guys so much for joining on. I see quite a lot of new names on here I've never seen before.
Really?
And as always, thank you to our old subs. We love
that's
you guys.
cool.
But I can always tell a new sub because they always ask about Wes Watson, which we love.
Really?
And so I'm gonna let you answer. Do you know him, babe? Do you know
No,
Wes
I don't
Watson?
know him.
He said he's a pretty intense dude. That's for sure.
Yeah, he's pretty fake. I mean, intense dude.
I love it.
No, I don't cross paths with him. Thank you, Rancho Chava, for that donation too. You know,
Rancho.
Wes Watson. I mean, Watson. He's quite a character, and most of the stuff he says is bullshit. So.
Do you mean Tex Watson? David Greaves. Dustin said Wes Watson, the level 2 killer.
Yeah.
Michael Corn, thank you for the $5 super chat. He said Hard Intentions is the best Saturday Night Live. Hope you had a great Thanksgiving. We did.
We did.
Hope
Thank you.
Too.
And thanks for that donation.
Chat. That's super cool.
Thanks for that super chat, man. Thank you.
Hey, babe, what's your favorite cereal? Uncle
My
Mitch?
favorite cereal? I don't know. I don't eat a whole lot of cereal now, but when I got out, I did.
Yeah,
I was just taking it down because when you have dry cereal in prison, you just get a small amount. But I like shredded wheat, and I like oatmeal, and I like cream of wheat. Yeah.
Who you got tonight? Iron Mike or John Jr.? Is that tonight?
Is that fighting tonight? How do we watch it?
We have the ESPN
We
thing.
do?
We gotta just order it. Yeah.
Iron Mike, baby, come on. Who else would I be rooting for? Huh? He's a savage. And he's been training. He's gonna hurt that dude.
Oh, I love cream of wheat.
Yeah,
Joe
cream
Bird.
of wheat, man.
Joe Bird, I haven't seen you before, so hi, Joe
Yeah.
Bird.
Joe Bird. Joe Bird.
Cream of wheat.
Thanks for tuning in.
Captain Crunch wanted to know, Mitch, who are your favorite Oakland A's players?
I really like Dennis Eckersley. Vita Blue was cool. Raleigh Fingers. Yeah.
James, for real?
Ron Hassey was cool. What's up?
James said, would Mitch be friends with someone who is an SNY in prison?
No, because I wasn't on an SNY yard.
There you go.
I've met guys out here in the world that did some time on SNY yards and they paroled. I'm kind of... I tell people, look, I don't live by prison rules because I'm out. When I lived in prison, I lived by prison rules. That's the way it is. That's how you live. That's how you survive. That's just the way it is. I didn't let no one ride up on me and tell me what the fuck to do. I used to tell them, hey, I know the fucking rules. Get out of my face, But I'm not in prison anymore, so I don't live by prison rules. I live by society. That's why I'm off parole, man. And that doesn't mean that you call the cops or you do anything like that. It's just that I don't live by prison rules. So if I bump into some guy, that wants to chat with me or whatever, like when I was going to meetings out here and he happened to be on SNY yard, I mean, I'm not going to become his best friend in life probably, but he's out here living his life, you know what I mean? So
that's one thing that people get very confused about is about Mitch talks about this to me often, which is about people living by prison rules out here, like they don't have to anymore, but they still continue to operate on that in that mode.
Yeah, a lot of guys get out and they can't get their head out of the prison. It's like their mind is still there and they still. What does that mean? You don't know how to deal with your not kids.
I do not know how to deal with my not kids. Does that mean your stepkids?
Yeah.
Matt R. said, what's up, Uncle Mitch? Hope all is well.
All is well, brother.
I thought SNY is over now. That's what I heard. He said.
From what I understand, level 2s, level 1s, some level 3s, they're mixing GP with SNY and they're calling them program yards. They can't do it with level 4s because, those guys will be killing each other, you know what I mean? And they're actually having problems in some of the yards they're doing that with.
David said they have mixed lower yards.
Yeah.
Iron Mike is looking like he's in game shape. What time does that start? let's see.
Larry, which Larry?
They're talking about 42 years, Larry.
Oh, yeah.
From Texas. We've tried, but we've just been missing each other. So, hey, Redwood Post, what's going on? He said, "What's up, brother from another?"
What's up, brother? I hope you had a great Thanksgiving. Yeah, Redwood Post. I heard of Bitcoin in
We're gonna
there.
have to go see him soon.
Yeah, he's not that far.
I know.
Maybe on a warm day we can ride down there.
Mitch has to get a new battery.
I got to get a new battery for my bike, Redwood. My bike, it sits for 3 or 4 days and it won't start. It's got the original battery in it with the dealer sticker on it from 16 years ago. So I think it's time I got a new battery.
It is.
Yeah.
9 p.m. on the West Coast. So we're at 7:30. Redwood said he had to jump his today.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. I've jumped mine before, but, you know, I mean, the question is, how long can you let your battery sit in your motorcycle before it goes dead if it's still a good battery? You know, I mean, I think if it sits for a week, it should still start, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You would think.
And when it starts raining, I'm going to have to get a battery tender on it.
Let's see. He said a week.
Yeah, a week, yeah. See?
What would be a good bike for a first-time adult rider that was from Lakewater?
I don't know, Sportster. Be all right. Depends how big you are, you know?
Or how little you are.
Yeah, what size person you are. Sportsters are all right. They got small ones and they got bigger ones, you know, they're all right. And they go fast.
Josh and Ash, how's it going? Yeah, it's freaking cold as shit up here right now. Like, cold.
Yeah, it's cold up here.
Redwood said it's the cold weather.
Yeah, it's gonna start getting down in the 20s, huh?
Yeah.
We got a pellet stove, so we're good. Huh.
Yes.
And you know, when they do the motorcycle rider safety class, I rode around on a Honda 250 Rebel. It was fun. And I see down in Sac they were doing the rider safety classes with the Honda Streets. Harley Davidson has it's called a Street. It's a 500 and a 750. So they're cool. I mean, if you want to ride a Harley 500cc motorcycle or 750, it'll get you around, you know. Depends on how much money you have to throw down too, you know.
No snow and snack.
Yeah.
We do get snow up here in Placerville sometimes. Yeah. It does. Last year it was a good little amount last year, but it doesn't stick very long, like a week at the longest, and that's maybe just a couple of inches.
But if you go up the hill about 15 miles,
yeah, that's a different
it starts
story.
Getting deeper and deeper, and then if you go up like 20, 30 miles, all the way up to Tahoe, you know, I mean, you get 6-7 feet of snow, right? Or more.
Yeah.
So the snow starts right where we live.
Zach just asked you what the hell is a pellet stove.
Oh, pellet stove.
Redwood said you're gonna have to show me how to use my pellet stove, bro, when you come down.
Oh yeah.
Fuck yeah, those things
are awesome. Hell yeah. You got a pellet stove, they're easy. I don't know what kind you got, but I got ours. We have a gas furnace, and it would go like this, poof, you know, about every 10 minutes. And one night it was, you know, I got up for some reason, the lights were out, and I seen flames shooting out about this far, you know. I was like, man, and then it just quit working. So I got like a 30-year-old Whitfield pellet stove. They don't even make them anymore, you know. And I got a lighter in hand, packing it. That's right. But I got Whitfields. There's a lot of aftermarket parts, and I got it running. Keeps our pellet stoves burn little pieces of pellets about the size of a pencil, and there's an auger that feeds them into the burn box. And they got 5 settings on my stove, so you can make it as hot or as whatever as warm as you want, right? And if you hear a ticking like a noise in the background, that's it burning. Has a fan.
Sometimes we run it 24/7, so.
That works pretty good.
Yeah, it does. Mitch, that was a super good investment.
I got mine for $300 off Offer Up.
We actually had this conversation with our son-in-law last night about pellet stoves versus fire, and he's they live in the Bay Area, so he's very like. Yeah. Wood stoves. I would only go wood stoves, and we're like, dude, we don't use it just for ambiance. Like, we use it to keep us warm. You know?
I think they're better than wood stoves. A bag of pellets costs $5 or $6, depends how many, you know, what brand you get. And some people run these stoves 24 hours a day. So I got a ton of pellets. It comes on a pallet for $300, and that's going to last us most of the winter. If you burn up 24 hours a day, you burn a bag a day, and they're a lot cleaner for the environment. You don't need a big smokestack. You just run a pipe out with a little turn down, and they keep your house warm. So
They're saying you think it's cold. They're talking about Michigan. I can imagine, or Minnesota.
yeah, chosen frozen, Minnesota. Yeah.
Redwood said, I think they're attached to gas and has a thermostat on the wall. Really? For a pellet stove?
Pellet stoves aren't attached to gas.
He must have a gas.
If you have a gas stove, that's different than a pellet stove.
Yeah.
But some of them are thermostat controlled, babe. The newer ones.
Oh, that's right. Mitch was like, man,
Yeah.
you should see some of these newer ones are
man.
bitching. Any recommended brands or models?
I don't know.
The problem is, like, ours is old, and
Yeah.
so they told us when we got, you're gonna have a hard time getting parts for this because it's old.
Yeah.
Pellet stoves are cool until you lose electricity. That's why we have
got a generator.
Definitely way less work. Rita said, Johnny Brown, if you don't know how to do, they're talking about stepkids.
Oh yeah.
Johnny Brown, if you don't, sorry guys, I switched subjects.
Yeah.
If you don't know how to deal with those kids, maybe you're in a relationship you shouldn't be in. Please don't mistreat them because they're not yours. Rita, I don't think he was saying that. I think he was just saying he doesn't know how to deal with them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just do your best, brother. Be straight up.
It is an interesting line. I mean, so
it's not easy dealing with kids that aren't yours, or if you're hooked up in a relationship with someone that has kids already, and they don't, respect you as an adult figure. It's rough, man.
Tanner, you're hilarious. You guys got nothing on these SoCal winters. Yeah, it's tough.
Hey, SoCal winters are hard because when I was in LA, it rained probably, so much.
Yeah.
I had to take Uber to work when it rained, 3-4 times a year? It was great. Yeah.
Let's see. That's so funny.
I don't really know the brands, though, to continue on the pellet stove. I don't know the brands because I got a Whitfield. It's old. But if you go to pellet stove, they got some that cost $1,500. They got some that cost $5,000. And the ones that cost $5,000, they got a digital readout on the glass. You just move it with your finger. You can set the temperature. They're badass. And they'll heat your whole house. They're nice, so.
John Doe said, hey, do you feel stuffed full of turkey? I voted for you again. You're going to have to give me a percentage of that new bike. Yeah, even that could get us in trouble. So, yeah. They were like, if you try to make arrangements with anybody to buy votes for you, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. It gives you this whole rundown of, rules, and that's one of them.
They don't want people buying votes for people.
And do not think that they have not checked Mitch out because he wouldn't be on there if they hadn't.
They don't want, in other words.
They're allowed to take off anybody they want to take off.
I'm not supposed to send, hey, buy me some votes, here's some cash, so it's.
Here we go, Josh. Okay, never honest dude. Mitch would never honest dude from day one. Yeah, well.
Would never what?
He's an honest guy, but he definitely, when I read him the rules, he was quite surprised at what the rules were.
Yeah.
For that contest, so. You mean they don't trust felons?
I don't think they, that's for everybody, really.
Yeah, it is. That goes for everyone.
They don't want people buying their way into, success on the program.
And they told people, if we find out that your story is not legit, then, and I have a feeling that many came off for that reason.
Yeah.
What's
up, South LA 213?
Oh, hey, I haven't seen you for a while.
Yeah, they don't want people cheating.
Yeah.
Bottom line,
So you guys just remember that you can vote every day. A free vote you can do every single day, but you have to wait 24 hours between each vote.
So someone just asked Joe Bird, am I still in first? I'm not in first place. I'm in 6th now, but now we're in the second round of the competition.
This is we're in the 1%.
Yeah.
We're in the 1% top ones.
Yeah. The top 1% are now competing, and then they're going to whittle that down to what? What's next? 5 people?
It goes down. So right now, we have now figured out there are 32 groups. So what you're voting for is the top 1 in all 32 groups.
Yeah.
Then it will go then they'll narrow it down from those 30, from those top ones, it'll go narrow again. And
Yeah.
it narrows again. But this time they're resetting the boats aren't carrying up, so this is all brand new again.
Yeah, once everyone got all the top guys in their groups, all the votes go away. You got to start fresh.
They don't have bots, people voting. That's one of the things that they check out.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things that's illegal, and they find out you're doing it, they will take you off.
And they warned, don't.
Yeah.
They said that there's companies that'll get at you and say, "Hey, I'll get you a bunch of votes for $200. We'll do this, that, and the other." And they said they have a system to detect if that's happening. So
John Doe, I hope so. We're hopeful, and it's really because of you guys that we got to this place to begin with. So that Mitch did. So that's super cool of you guys to all support that.
It's awesome, man. That's right, John Doe.
That's right. We like that.
Everyone who watches this channel, watches my Instagram and Facebook, they're the ones that got me this far. So I think it's fantastic. People on this channel are great, And so I'm glad you guys liked it. Most people like the Snow Rock interview. I'm working on some other stuff. It's just hard to pin people down, because they got lives and I work and she works. And so it's hard to pin down guys to get interviews.
Back to that, one of the things I think is interesting too is people's, this is the one time like Mitch can say, hey, there's tons of people that have made comments on that know this guy, know his reputation, know whatever. And so I always find that interesting because this time has been kind of unusual that people will be like, oh, I thought you said, oh, I don't believe that he never won a fight or whatever. And it's just like, I never asked him that, so it's just kind of an interesting take that people have on that. What up, Mitch and wife? This is from young, I can't pronounce,
What's up, Compton?
He's from Compton. Much love. Thank you.
I'm having a hard time pronouncing your name, brother, but thank you for tuning in.
Try to get some Chicanos on the show, but I didn't just
hard.
say this. There's this one guy that we talked to. He was a northerner, right?
Yeah.
He was a northerner, and he was like on it, like, and then we noticed that what started happening was like, then he was like, oh, I'm sorry, I've been really busy. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, whatever.
And it kind of faded out.
This is what we kind of figure is that people that do that, it's not legit. So, and you can't really go on here and not have people find out that you're not legit.
Yeah.
So,
the thing is though, with the Chicano dudes, man, if they're active, I really don't want to. What's up, Johnny Damaged?
Oh, you haven't seen me. I haven't seen you for a long time.
Where you been, brother? Here's the deal. If a guy's an active Chicano, northerner, southerner, doesn't matter, and they come on the channel, it could lead to some problems for them with their homeboys, So.
And Mitch is not into doing it masked. I asked him, and he's like, "Nope, I'm not doing that."
Yeah, so. I don't want guys on here wearing masks, and it's just not my deal. And I what?
Oh my God. JB Weld just super chatted us $100, and
wow,
he said,
thank
"I saw on
you,
the old Death channel you're off parole. Congrats, take the woman to dinner, JB the Square." Oh,
thank you so
JB
much.
Well, thank you so much. That is so
awesome, man. Thank you.
And you've been with us so long too.
Yeah.
That's amazing. You've been so supportive of us. That's so cool. Thank you.
Yeah.
And I'll make him take me to dinner. Don't worry about that.
I am the guy that appeared on 23-1. Yeah, well, I took her to brunch today, so and she made me leave a gigantic tip for the waitress. I always clown her. I go, I'm gonna leave her a $2 tip because I'm a big spender.
Ryan asked, "Are you the dude who appeared on 23-1?"
Yep.
4 times. Yes, but we just did one. He just did one with them a couple days ago. So guys, you guys haven't checked that out. It was actually pretty good. It's always a nice little chat with Josh.
Yeah.
So,
and he asked did I get to bike it. They're still running the competition, so.
Yeah. Here, I'm gonna put the link on there again. There you go. Yeah, GC said Snow Rock and Wax chose a hard road. I like the fact though that they don't speak with a fake accent. Yeah.
I could get Johnny Damaged on here if he'd come on.
Yeah, he said he's been laying low in LA. Yeah, you've always been laying low because we haven't even heard from you at all.
Yeah.
And he said that's a beautiful painting.
You got my number, fool. Shoot me a text.
JB Will, thank you again.
Yeah, thank you so much.
So nice of you. Appreciate appreciate that so much.
Yeah, that's awesome, man.
What's
going on?
Cool. I just love that name, anyways. JB. It's just
Yeah,
like such a
yeah.
it's such a cool name.
I never forget a story this guy told me about. He had a Nissan, like a Datsun truck, and there was something wrong with it. The bolts were stripped out for the header, so he JB welded them onto the engine block. Yeah, it's funny. What's going on?
Oh, nothing. Just the no, Joe Bordeaux. That was Beach Boss. It was Beach Boss, Slick.
Yeah,
and who else was on it?
That was Beach Boss and Slick Ruler.
Yeah, that's right. He was, that was the highest that we ever had was that night. That night was so crazy.
Yeah, Beach Boss was talking about how the hookers, the chicks in the strip club ripped him off and something. He sued them, and yeah, it was funny.
That was funny.
And he shot us quite a few
JB Weld has been quite a big supporter of ours, though, for a very long time, and it's super.
Yeah, and I want to say, we have over 12,000 subs now, and I remember when we hit 1,000 subs.
Oh, and just so you know, Joe Bordeaux, it wasn't 2 G's. It wasn't even close to 2 G's.
Oh, look at Bluebell.
Yeah. Aw, Bluebell, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
You guys are like, Bluebell said, have a high time out on the town for your holiday dinner together.
Yeah.
Thank you, Bluebell, so much.
I want to tell her that I did know John. I didn't know him. I knew him. He's an older man when I met him, so I did run across him in there. But thank you for that donation so much.
JB Weld is really good shit, and so is Bluebell. That's super cool.
Yeah.
She's very supportive, and I dig that so much.
I did know him. I was saying, like, when I remember when we hit 1,000 subs, I was like, wow, we got 1,000 subs, It was, now we're over 12,000. It just blows my mind, man. I just want to thank everybody who hit the subscription button and people who like our videos and all this stuff, man, and watch and tune in on our lives.
And share our videos.
Yeah,
and
share our stuff with other people, man. And I just want to thank you. It's just, from right here, really, it's amazing, and guys that buy our merch and send us pictures of them wearing shirts and our bandana masks and all that other stuff, our hats, thank you. That's, you guys are great. This channel's just blowing my mind, man. Yeah.
You guys are so awesome. Thank you so much. That's so nice.
Yep.
They said that JD just got off
that.
Information. That's awesome. We'll have to send him a little congrats. That's cool.
That's cool. Thanks for letting us know that. Yeah, Splinter's a cool dude.
Yeah.
He is.
We were going to try to do a live. It's just too hard to kind of maneuver, so we'll get him.
He does his stuff on his phone, and the way we do the lives with more than one people, you got to have a computer, so, yeah. Yeah.
Joe Bird said, what's funny? My son watches you guys. And he said, I like that big guy that smiles. And his name's Smiley. So there he is.
Yeah, that's right. That's cool.
That's nice. That's super cool. That's one of the things I have to say is that over Thanksgiving, our grandkids were there, and our littlest one is very enamored with Mitch, and they're just so, she smiles as big as he does when they're both together. It's really cute. It was awesome to see. It was really neat.
Yeah, she's 3 years old.
Yeah.
We're sitting laying on the couch together watching TV, and they had me watching that, what was that show about Santa Claus with
we watched with
Kurt Russell.
We had to watch like 4 times this weekend. We've been there since Tuesday, so Mitch went back and forth from work, but I've been off since Tuesday. So yes, we're gonna watch the fight. I think we're gonna watch it.
We have to watch it. What time's it come on?
It's West Coast. We're 7:30. It starts at 9, so we're an hour and a half away. So
hour and a half away.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we rented an Airbnb because our pad is not really, I have an art studio. We have on this side, put it this way, my phone is sitting on our stack of shirts,
people think we're living large.
Yeah, you wouldn't think we're living large. Come and check our house out.
And we both work, and we both, they're doing the undercards right now. It depends on how they go.
All right.
Okay, well, let us know if it comes on. Let us know, and we'll it'd be kind of cool as to watch it and keep our live on. Or do
I'll
it
tell you,
live.
meet her with my bank.
And babe, just don't even.
Yeah, I'd like to watch that fight.
Yeah.
I like Mike Tyson. He was a savage, man.
Salvador Patlan, how are you? I know I just seen you on here. We didn't get to say hello. Pay-per-view House of Fortune. Well, I bought when.
Yeah,
was it a year ago?
Yeah.
Has it been a year?
No, it hasn't been a year.
We'd probably have to buy it again then. Maybe. I don't know.
She bought ESPN so we could watch a McGregor fight.
Yeah.
And it lasted like, what, less than a minute?
What? They said, GC said, I hear there's lame rules in the fight, like no knockouts. All we want to see is Tyson knock some fools out.
Yeah.
Say hi to
What's
Lucy.
up, Lucy Brown? How you doing? Yeah.
Roger said, I'm going to do some rock and roll pickings with this beanie on tomorrow.
All right.
Yeah. You should do a reaction video to 60 Days In.
I don't watch 60 Days
He doesn't
In.
watch it.
No blood. I watched it in prison, and I thought it was kind of lame, So.
Mitch interviewed with one of the guys from
Yeah.
It was.
They were pretty cool.
Yeah. It's Awkward Fist
Awkward
Bump
Fist
Productions.
Bump Productions interviewed me.
Yeah.
They were on 60 Days In.
And I think the other one's original Justin Smith is the other guy. The other kid that was with him.
Yeah. But, the show itself, here's my idea for a show, right? Take me, 10 other guys, whatever, put us in the county jail like we just got arrested, process through, go to prison, to the reception center, some other state, whatever. Whoever lasts to the end, they get $500,000. Kind of like Survivor of jail and prison.
That's Mitch's.
That's my pitch for a show, Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
The first one that because they're all going to tap out.
The guys that tap the last guy in, he gets $500,000, and they don't have to go in there and spy and snitch. They just got to survive.
Josh said that would be a good show.
It would. I'd be like, hey, did you send that package? I'm almost out of coffee. Hey, can you get me a radio? Yeah.
One of the things that
with
people
some good
don't know
earbuds
is that when Mitch was in, we used to have this joke because he would get very fixated on an item that he thought was the best shit ever. Either if it was a phone or a radio or whatever.
Blueberry cobbler creamer.
Yes. I mean, he would be like, so he would call me literally like every day. Did you get it? Did you mail it? Did you get it? Did you put it in the box? Did you send the order? Did you find it? Did you get it? So we used to have this joke.
Did you do it?
So my
Did you
daughter,
do it?
when she called, she's like, did you pick it up? Did you get it? Did you get it, Mitch? Ha, ha, ha. Did you get it?
Yeah.
When you wanted something, you wanted it. That was just
my favorite creamer ever. Blueberry cobbler creamer. Much love from Fresno. Stay down, Lucy Brown. But they quit making that blueberry cobbler creamer. I loved it.
You know what? My son-in-law has been watching it, and he's been about 60 days in there.
Yeah, he likes it.
He's like locked in, and he was like, "Man, it's good." So it was funny because I was like, Mitch did an interview with one of the guys. He's like, "What are you talking about?" No, really? And so we showed it to him last night. He was like, "Wow!" He thought that was a trip.
Remy Mills said, "Sounds like when he was deployed and ran out of jerky." Hey, thanks for your service too.
Yeah, thank you so much.
And you know what? If you ever go back over there, you need a care package, let us know. I don't know if you're still active military or what, but and I work with a veteran on my crew, which is cool.
One of the things too that we didn't get to say is we actually got to spend a little part of the day of Thanksgiving with Mitch's brother and his nephews and my sister-in-law.
Yeah, my brother, sister-in-law, and nephews came up to see us. It was awesome.
So shout out to that family because they're amazing. They really are.
Yeah. When I met my brother, if you know the story, I got an ancestry DNA for my birthday, and the guy pops up as my cousin. And I'm like, wow, I never knew I had this guy as a cousin. And let's see, can't be around. Anyways, I just got a news flash about COVID. Anyways, when I went down to meet him, he invited us to his house. And we're talking. He goes, yeah, my dad, it's his dad. My dad's passed away, but he goes, Dad had some tattoos from the Coast Guard and from jail. And I go, well, I could tell you some stories about jail. And he goes, I watched your videos. So.
They already knew.
Yeah, I was in Paso Robles. I was there. I got out of there in '76. So this it shows you the character of the man, because he knew I was in prison, knew what I was in prison for, saw what kind of person I am, and still invited me to his home. So, and took me in, just accepted me as a brother, and it was awesome. Yeah, so I got a new family for my birthday. Yeah. I don't know if
yes, we all know that they take DNA, and we know that we know what they do with it.
Yeah.
Mitch didn't have anything to hide, so it's all good.
Bluebell, just so you know, if you're in prison for a violent crime, they're not going to let you out until you kick down a little DNA. Yep. So they got my DNA a long time ago. Back in around 2000, they got my DNA. So, I don't have nothing to hide, so it's all good. Yeah, so that was awesome seeing my brother and nephews. Really cool. And one of my nephews is active. He's a firefighter in the Air Force. Just got back from Afghanistan recently, and my other nephew is an EMT down in San Francisco. So they're great young men. Yeah.
They really are. They really are.
And our granddaughter was all over him.
He's never been around little girls, and she was just, she was going crazy. Yeah. She thought he was like the greatest thing since sliced bread. Our nurse is going to be required to get the COVID vaccine. We do the same thing at work.
I don't know, Banjo Man. Huh?
For a flu vaccine, is that if you have to, if you refuse the flu, you have to mask the entire time. So I don't think so. They'll be able to probably quarantine if they're exposed, if that's a choice that they make. I don't know how that's going to go, but I probably think that's what.
Oh, if they have a vaccine for the.
If for COVID.
Here's my thing with a vaccine for COVID. This thing.
And this is not a. If it's
I'm
real
not
or
a scientist. It's not.
It's not if this is a real or not.
Here's the deal. This COVID virus mutates, right? It mutates.
It's like the flu.
So how are they going to have a vaccine and then boom, done? It mutates just like the flu. So it's these viruses obviously have a brain. They know how to mutate and adapt to vaccines. I don't know.
I wish we didn't give that pumpkin pie away.
I know. We took my mom some food for from Thanksgiving, and we gave them the pumpkin pie. We can go out and buy one if you want.
Johnny actually does know some stuff about the A's. He says you just wear the hat to piss people off. He said, Uncle Mitch, since you like the A's, do you know Banjo Man is my homeboy's dad?
I don't know Banjo Man, but
Looky, who's on? Is it on already, Whack? Whack just said, just checking in real quick, watching the fight. Much love, y'all. We're gonna watch it too.
Yeah, we're gonna have to watch that fight.
Whack, what did you just go to ESPN and buy the whatever?
Yeah, how do we see the fight? Someone said it's on Netflix or something.
Oh, I don't think it's on Netflix.
Huh? I used to watch the A's when I was a kid.
Would you pay $100 to watch that? Because that's probably how much it's going to cost.
800?
100.
Oh, I don't know about that. I'll watch the rerun. But and then during the 80s, when Dennis Eckersley and all them guys were and then I quit watching at the games.
It's $50, he said. $49.99.
We got to figure I've never been to an A's game, so. But
Whack, how are you? Did you guys have a good Thanksgiving? You and the fam? All good?
Yeah.
People are putting it on YouTube for free.
Yeah, that's right.
I know that shit's coming off real quick when they do that, though. And I would want to
watch
it and knock it. Let's watch it for real.
All right, it's $50. We're gonna have to watch it, huh?
Yeah, Mitch isn't that big on that. He doesn't have to watch it live. He wants to see it. I mean, it's always,
Yeah.
I
just think Mike Tyson's great for, he's been training. He's making a comeback. He's a fighter, man, in more ways than one. That guy got kicked down by society and just,
Love you too, Whack. We'll see you later.
All right, Whack. Love you, brother.
free links to the fights on Twitter. That's so awesome.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wax says he doesn't like cranberry sauce.
I love cranberry sauce.
Oh, my mom makes some really good cranberry sauce too. She makes it with like orange peel and.
Yeah, I like cranberry sauce. Love it. I guess there is a free stream link to it.
But, I'm not sitting there trying to figure out where it is. That's for damn sure.
All right. Well, anyways.
It cost me $50 in frustration.
$50 in foot. And so.
Yeah,
he's a whole different guy now. You know, I didn't know he had a podcast. Mike Tyson has a podcast. I didn't know that. Somebody send us a link, and we'll check it out. I'd definitely like to check that out.
Okay, thanks, Juicy. Appreciate that.
I don't like candied yams. You know how I like sweet potatoes baked, like a baked potato. Split them open, put butter in them, and some hot sauce. Louisiana hot sauce, sriracha. They're great. Yeah. Take them down.
We actually came on time tonight. Did you guys notice that? We actually came on pretty early tonight.
Yeah.
We've been on for about an hour and a half.
Really?
60 seconds. About an hour and 15 minutes.
Oh, wow. They say that's called hot boxing.
Jamie
Yeah,
said
fire.
hot boxing is what I do to the GF.
Isn't that?
You may be square, but you're funny, Jamie.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? Being square is the way to be, man.
That's right.
Somebody asked me earlier what's the weirdest thing I saw in a homeless camp.
Oh, God.
I can't tell you.
Okay, you can just, yes, you can.
Can I tell them about that doll?
Yes. But see, you just told your whole thing, so there it is there.
Yeah. They found a love doll with no head and it was blown out. I'll just leave it at that. Blown out.
Mitch got pictures the other day. He was at home and they were sending pictures. Baby's all, oh!
We got a group chat at work and guys post some of the craziest stuff. Yeah, it is really. Yeah. But, you know, we see a lot of sex toys and
more sex toys.
Penis pumps and yeah, we find penis pumps. We rolled in on this dude about 2 weeks ago. He had solar panels. He had a cabinet. All the shit he's got, he's stolen. So he's got this stolen cabinet full of batteries with an inverter. He had a big 50-inch flat screen TV, and he's watching a porno movie off his DVD, living in a tent with he had a hydroponics grow going on, tons of sex toys, sex videos. Just disgusting shit, man.
We told my daughter last night that Mitch had somebody that ran into it. They had a freaking full-blown tiki lounge.
Yeah, homeboy had a tiki bar set up right on Morrison Creek, on the side of this creek, you know, but it's basically a drainage canal. He had a tiki bar made out of pallets. He had a generator. He had a refrigerator with a blender, all that shit, you know. Yeah, fight someone. Yeah. I've seen some weird shit, man. I mean, weird shit. You know, then some of my coworkers went to get an illegal dump and found a guy laying there dead. You know. Yeah, you got time to jerk, you got time to work, right? That's right. The tiki hut. I don't know, because we smashed it out. We took all it, and we told them, hey, we're coming. I remember we went in on Thursday, and we got like all the trash that we could clear out. Like, we like to nibble away at it, and then Friday's eviction day, and Friday we just go and take everything. So if we nibble away at it and we get a lot of stuff, you know, cool. Then we go Friday, it's easier. And this black chick goes, hey, what are you guys doing? She lived in these apartments right next to these homeless camps. I mean, they're right on the fence of the apartments. And I go, oh, we're coming tomorrow to take everything. And she went, oh. And we showed up the next day, and she saw us smashing shit out. And she was just like, thank you. You know, thank you. And I was like, yeah. You know. And, you know, these are not in, like, Fresno bumps. They're not in good neighborhoods. I mean, they're in the lower income neighborhoods, the ghetto, basically. South Sac, North Sac. I mean, so, you know, they're not doing that in Beverly Hills, right? Camped out in people's pads, but, you know, it's rough. One chick was, this dude and his old lady went and had a threesome with some homeless chick, split, and then the dude came back on his own, and his old lady figured out where he was, went and smashed across the field, went through the fence, smashed into her stuff, got out and lit her tent on fire. And so we went there that week to clean it all out, and we found like 3,000 needles in that chick's tent. She had a bed and a chair next to that bed, and by the chair there was like 3,000 needles where she was just shooting dope and having sex with people for money or whatever. I don't know. So I mean, it's, yeah, a lot of them guys say, hey, I could get out of here tomorrow if I want. I'm just out here partying. So, it's kind of disgusting shit, The guys I work with, like last Friday, I was just like, dude, this is disgusting. And he goes, really, you're at a loss for words. It's so disgusting, you're at a loss of words. Yesterday, Friday, we cleared out a spot and then up this bank, and I swear it's a bank like this, and it probably goes up 100 feet or more, and people live on top. They've been throwing trash off the top of the bank for probably 3 years at least, and we had to climb that bank and clean all that out, and we got 60,000 pounds of trash out of there Friday, and we got 58,000 pounds of trash out of there on Wednesday. So that's 118,000 pounds of trash in one spot.
Like Water said, you got the homeless porn king down the way from the tiki head across the street from the prankster.
Yeah, it's freaky stuff, man. It really is. But, it's what we do. That's why they pay us, Yeah, dude.
Hannah, that's
what's up, Smiley Wars?
That's all you got to say, Hannah?
What's up,
You
Stockton?
can't spell the day of the week?
Stay down, Stockton. What happened?
It draws people's attention, Hannah.
Yeah, come on. You gotta have a sense of humor. Right? Smiley from Stockton's watching.
Smiley,
Stay down, brother.
How's it going?
Yeah. That's right down the way. My friend in Georgia passed away, lived over there in Lathrop. So, and he passed away from COVID, so that's kind of sad. Oh, man. What time is it?
Thanks, Star. Haven't seen you for a minute. How are you doing? What kind of drink can you get at a tiki hut? We had blenders and a fridge and shit. You can probably get whatever you wanted.
Yeah, homeboy said he works at a trash sorting facility. Hey, you know what? People got to do that, man, and they pay you, What's up, Mark? Gross. Yes, happy holidays to you, too, as well.
Smiley says I got family from Lathrop.
Oh, cool. My friend George lived out there.
Dank works at a trash sorting facility.
Yeah, so I was saying, somebody has to do it, and you know what? I hope they pay you well, because you deserve it.
Mark Rose said, hey, Mitch and Mrs. Happy Holidays to you guys. Back to you.
CDC Survivor.
How's it going? It's nice to see everybody on here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool. Super cool. David Graves said, it's icky. He was talking about the doll.
Yeah, it was kind of sick. But we find them all the time. I mean, but that one was especially disgusting.
Double D said you can watch it free. Fight Hub TV will let you watch them for free. They can't, but you don't have any sound.
Oh, okay. He said, I pretend to work, they
John
pretend
Joe,
to pay me.
He said FC cocktails.
Yeah, Hep C cocktail, that's right.
Tank said, I pretend to work, they pretend to pay me.
Yeah, that's right. We get paid.
Thanks, Double D, for the info. Do appreciate that.
We get paid. And, the utilities department, we work with them. And, the cops run the homeless people off. So we work hand in hand with the cops in SAC. And actually, the cops in SAC are the ones that created the possibility for my job to happen. And so, I thank them for that. But it's just crazy. They got photographs of my crew in the utilities department lounge room, break room, whatever you call it. And then my boss said, hey, man, we got cops in SAC that watch my YouTube videos. And, one dude kind of got stupid with me, and I had to put him in check. And afterwards, the officer said, hey, I like the way you corrected that guy. And he kind of laughed, because they can't say the things to them guys that we can. And like the utilities department, they see needles, they leave. They don't touch needles. We get these things called luggable loo. It's basically a 5-gallon bucket with a toilet seat on them. We find them full of shit and piss, and we dispose of those. And the utilities department, they don't do that. And we get up underneath bridges, like way up under there, and if they can't get it with an excavator, they don't touch it. So, I mean, you know, we do it. We smash it out, man. We're the smash crew. And so they appreciate us, you know.
Hi, Donette. How's it going? She said happy holidays.
Oh, Donette's on.
Yeah.
Stay
Hi,
down.
Donette. How's it going?
Yeah.
I'm definitely not putting my face on camera this time because I look like hell.
Oh, she looks great.
Yeah. Did you guys have a good Thanksgiving? Did you get to see it with your sisters, Donette? Autism Dad Louie's on. He said better late than never. Hi, guys. Hi, Louie.
What's up?
How's it going?
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. It is terrible. The things that drugs do to people, man, and the you know the low, how low people sink when they're on that stuff. I mean, it's just it's terrible, man. You know, somebody said something about Savage's channel.
Bluebell did because I was talking to another sub about it. So.
Yeah, you know, I just want to, before we close out, man, I want to say, you know, that to me, Thanksgiving is, what are you thankful for, man? And I just want to say I'm thankful for this channel and everybody on it. You know, I want to thank everybody who tunes in on our lives, watches our videos, and buys our merchandise. You know, my shirts and our prints and all that stuff. I'm grateful for all that. So. Yeah, I want to thank you all for being a part of this Hard Intentions family. Somebody said something about fentanyl.
I don't.
What's that?
Hannah said, I've been on heroin now and now fentanyl for 3.5 years, and life just has gotten worse and worse over time. She doesn't recommend it.
Yeah, you know, if you want to get off of it, man, I don't know where you live, but
she's from your area code. She's sending us 619.
Really?
Yeah.
There's a way out, you know. Get at me at Mitch at hardintentions.com. We can figure out a way for you to get out of that if that's what your intention is, you know. It's I'm sorry to hear that.
One thing Star said, I'm thankful for my kids. Yeah, she's from San Diego. We're here for you, girls, so if there's anything we can do,
Yeah.
100%.
100%, man.
Autism Dad said, 10 years clean myself. Best decision I ever made. Thanks for keeping it 100.
Isn't it? There you go. You know, there's a testament right there, man. Getting clean's the best thing you can ever do, man. And look, I partied in prison. I partied before I went to prison. I did the first half of my term, you know, using and selling dope. And I did the second half clean. And life's a lot better when you're clean. I mean, there's a way out. It's not easy. It's not an easy road, man. So, you know.
Bruin said, I'm grateful I've never had to go to prison. I would not last one day listening to your story.
Well, there's no glory in prison. There's a lot of glory in staying out of prison and having a good life.
Good night, Lakira. Love you guys.
Good night. Thanks for tuning in.
So just on closing out, just want to say, Connor, he said, it's been a really lonely last couple of years for me, and you guys have really helped. So I really thank you guys. And I'm really very happy you started this channel. CDC Survivor says, surround yourself with people that love you or feel wholeheartedly about your recovery.
Yeah, 100.
Yeah, and you know what? I just want to thank everybody too. Like, you know, through this COVID shit, and
Good night.
you know, we're about to go through some more shit, everybody, and just know that we're gonna be here, and you guys help us just as much as you guys say we help you.
Yeah.
You give us something to look forward to.
Yeah,
and it's just
hold us accountable, you know.
Yeah, it is. It's super cool, and I just really appreciate it.
Yeah, stay in touch with us, Hannah.
Yeah, and you know, yeah. That's just
good night, Lakira.
Good night, Auntie. Good night, Louie. Good night, CDC. Good night, Lakira.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm on the Waltons.
Joe Bordeaux.
That show.
Yeah, the Waltons. Good night, John Boy. Hey, look, thank you everyone for tuning in.
Thank you guys for the super chats, and please do not forget that our sale on our new stuff, on our limited edition, the Celtic Cross, ends Sunday night, tomorrow night at midnight. Pacific Central Time.
Yeah, and then we're going to printer
The
Monday.
T-shirts will still remain on there, but
Yeah.
the hoodies and the other thing will come off. Don't forget, we have T-shirts on Teespring, which is right directly underneath you.
Yeah.
And for I will put some more original artwork up tomorrow.
Yeah.
We're
gonna post some more art, and we're gonna see about getting full-size prints.
Yeah. Good night, Hannah. Good night, my Jen. Good night, David. Okay, babe.
Good night. We love you. Do it hard. No matter what it is you do, do it hard. We're gonna
Don't forget to vote for Mitch on the Dream Chopper.
Yeah, Dream
please.
Chopper. We're gonna go watch Mike do it hard. We love you guys. Thank you for tuning in. Have a great rest of your weekend. Bye.
Thanks, guys. Good night.